was your favorite game growing up?
Ooh, good question. I played a lot of Pokemon.
Which one? All of them? Or you categorize all of them in single, like...
I played Gen 1 through 4, but when I say that I played them, I played them.
Over and over and over again?
No. Like, I every single cartridge, I had like 500 hours minimum.
Yeah, I only played 2.
Which ones?
I played Soul Silver.
Oh, that's one of the
DS.
best ones. That's great.
That one is, I think it's my favorite to this day.
Not a bad pick. Yeah. Banger pick. It's such a shame that Pokemon games are kind of rare to come by these days, so they sell for a lot. Like, I remember passing by Soul Silver at a con, and it went for like $73 or something.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. In the West, like, older games sell for like a lot. And you go to Japan, it's like, that's like $10.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and you can like walk into stores and like you can see that like they have authentic inbox. Sometimes they're sealed. I actually got a rare game not too long ago that I saw on eBay for. Usually it goes for way more, but I managed to snag it. I can't say what game it is because like but it's factory sealed. It still has plastic wrap. It looks great.
How much was it?
It was like $400. It's the most expensive game I've ever bought, but I'm treating it as a collector's item.
I collect something too. I collect something rare.
Oh yeah?
I think I mentioned it once on stream. Maybe I haven't. My favorite anime of all time is Gurren Lagann.
Oh!
That's my favorite.
Right.
So you know it was made by Gainax.
Right.
They don't do manga into anime, I believe.
Oh yeah, they were
back in the day at least. I don't think so. So at the time, Gurren Lagann was made into an anime from scratch. It didn't have a manga, so they made the anime, and then after they made a manga, and that manga sold very well in Japan, from what I understand.
Yeah.
But then they translated it into English, and then they sent it to the West. The thing is that in the West it sold very poorly, so they only did, I believe, 6 volumes of it in English.
Right.
And I think in the Japanese version it goes up to 10 or 9, I forget.
So those 6 volumes are really hard to come by?
Extremely rare. Hundreds of dollars. Like hundreds of dollars. And my uncle was clearing out his shelf of stuff. And he was like, you know, I'm moving out and there's a lot of things I don't need anymore, and it's like, it's very heavy, and it's like, do you want some stuff, Wilson? I was like, yeah, whatever, that'd be awesome. I love my uncle so much. He was like, yeah, you love Gurren Lagann, right? I was like, yeah, it's my favorite of all time. He's like, yeah, like these old mangas I bought like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They're in English, do you want them? I was like, yeah, sure. He gave me like 3 copies of it. Like
Did
3
you know
volumes.
at the time?
I had no idea that they were rare. So I was like, oh, that's so awesome, thank you. I love Gurren Lagann, that's my favorite. I didn't even know they had a manga of it. I was like, I only have 3 volumes. I want to get the 4th one. Let's look it up. I go on eBay. I look everywhere.
Doesn't exist.
It does. It's like nobody talks about it on any forum or anything. It's on eBay. A guy's selling Volume 4 in English for like $300.
Jesus.
And I'm like, fuck it.
You did. I respect that.
I bought it. It comes over. I'm like, yes. I have Volume 1 to 4. Let's go. That's awesome. And I was like, how many volumes are there in English? So I look it up. It's like only 6. Like, I might as well get the rest, is what I tell myself. And I got the 5th one for like, I think $200. Someone was like selling it for relatively cheap. And I remember
$200 cheap.
Well, yeah, I know. I started, and then the dude was like selling the 6th volume. It had a hole in it. It was damaged. And the dude was like asking for like $700.
Is the 6th one that hard to come by?
Yes. He was like the only guy selling it. However, I've never been a Karen or like someone arguing with people, but this is the first time I've ever done this in my life. I contacted the seller. I was like,
there's a hole in it.
How about 400? It's damaged. He was like, no, 700.
He was not budging.
He was like, it's rare. I know it's rare. I was like, alright. Just so you know, I'm the only guy that's gonna buy it. And I was like, peace out. And I didn't buy it, but I'm probably gonna buy it like in the future. But yeah, that's what I collect. It's the only thing I'm collecting.
You get it though. You get it.
Yeah,
you get the feeling. even if like in the age of digital, like manga gets released digital, like anime gets released digitally with streaming, physical media just like just owning something that like this is a physical thing, but the thing I like on it, it just hits different for some reason.
It does. I rarely buy a digital game.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I will buy a digital game, I'll be honest, is because like, for example, a new game comes out and I want to stream it, and it's like, I don't want to buy it on Amazon or something, and it arrives like really late, and it's like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, you know, for the stream or something, so I buy it digitally. Other than that, I always try to buy the game physically because it just feels good to have like on your shelf and stuff. It looks
I know
nice.
that I know. That's why like we usually when a game comes out for the collector's editions, I jump on that right away because that's more incentive. Like it's just more fun to own.